right, Oval fans, and well, to be honest, I know it is a bit too early to bring up this subject, but I gotta know what was going down in the governor's mansion. I mean, it seems like in episode 4, a rat can smell poison. We're getting little bits and pieces about what was going down while the Franklin family were at the state level, governor, as opposed to the White House. And to be honest, we're getting more intel about Jason exploring. I mean, he's probably the kind of person. I know this seems kind of an odd comparison, but he's really giving me Quagmire from Family Guy vibes. Just taking off his clothes at the drop of a hat, probably watching girls in the bathroom. It's just like a creepy ass dude. But like I said in my episode review for the Oval, I might not be the biggest fan of Jason as a character, but the actor, I believe Daniel Kendrick, he's doing a pretty good job portraying the quiet, subtle, but creepy vibe that a character like Jason definitely seems to have. So I will give him props for that. And Gail, I mean, who knows? She's probably like her father in terms of just running around with the wrong people, being a wild child. But unlike Hunter, who probably had, a bunch of whores running around the governor's mansion, Gail probably wasn't able to have the likes of Picky and any other thug, come up there to do what she wanted to do with him. But it seems to me that Victoria is the only one in the family that has her eyes on the prize, be it, portraying themselves as a picture perfect family to reach certain heights of power, popularity, and what have you. It seems like, Hunter is definitely distracted by, the thing in his pants, as opposed to Victoria, who seems like she's the one who definitely wears the pants of that relationship, being the fact that she's had to prove herself along the way, being, one, a woman, and even more difficult on top of that, a black woman in an interracial relationship. So I definitely see her as the person who's the breadwinner and goal oriented person, while Hunter is kind of along for the ride. Like Victoria saw an opportunity, jumped on it, no pun intended, and went from there. But I think a governor's mansion, maybe if not like a prequel series, because I was thinking, dang, maybe he could do some for Tyler can do some on BET Plus. I know the Roofless series is coming out, but that's more focused on Roof. But I feel like, maybe if the show warrants it, kind of like the haves and the have-nots. I've been pitching the idea for like a prequel series for years now, but with the Oval, with BET Plus as well, I think Tyler Perry can make it happen. Like, do a prequel series. It doesn't have to be like 5 seasons long. It could be like 1, 2, or like a string of episodes where you pretty much kind of go over what happened during that time in the governor's mansion. Or if you don't want to do that, how about a test episode? How about have 1 or 2 episodes of the Oval kind of be like flashback episodes, where in those episodes we actually see the Franklin family in the governor's mansion, or younger versions of the characters, things like that. Kind of like in that episode of the Haves and the Have-Nots, and I forgot the exact title, even though I talked about it a couple weeks ago. April something 1979, I think. Basically, when Catherine recounts how she met Jim Cryer and things like that, it would have been great that during that episode we could have had younger versions of the characters interacting in scenes. Like, the entire episode wouldn't have to be a flashback, but flashbacks could have been shown, for dramatic effect. But I feel like as the Oval goes on, we'll learn more about these characters, what they're like. But I can imagine Jason, exploring and following and stalking, if you will, the White House staff, the females anyway. I guess you could say that Jason's kind of like Kyle in the fact that he isn't beyond being creepy and fulfilling his odd desires. So I think when it comes down to it, Victoria was always the one fighting for keeping the position, because I feel like she's the only one in the family that recognizes how difficult it is to get to where they are. And Hunter and his, women chasing ways and things like that, she is almost like, if they spent even half the energy they do on their own activities, like Gail being a wild child, Jason being creepy, and Hunter just being a cheater, and put that towards making the family better, they'll be one of the best families in the White House. But, you know, Victoria seems to be the only one trying to keep the family's neck above water, but she's so busy cleaning up their messes. Like, you know, she was telling, what was it, Max in the last episode? He's always chasing after these whores, and we always have to deal with cleaning up his messes. So that just shows you right there, Victoria probably has the best backstory of anyone once we learn more about it. So with that being said, do you agree with me? Do you think the Oval should get like a prequel series, a couple of flashback episodes of their time in the governor's mansion? Or do you think we should just stick with where we are now in the White House and kind of learn more about them as the show goes on? With that being said, make sure you take a moment to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, comment your thoughts, follow me on social media. Links are in the description below, and I'll hit you all up in the next video.